What's up everybody, I'm Alex.
I'm Marco.
And you're watching Vagabrothers.
And this week we're snowboarding off-piste in the Alps.
Willkommen to St. Anton,
Austria.
So far this winter we've been to some amazing places. From the nature of Finland, to the breweries of the Czech Republic, and the baths of Budapest. But snowboarding in the Alps has been a dream of ours ever since we were little snowboard grommets.
The Alps are synonymous with winter and all that comes with it. Gorgeous snow-topped mountains, picture-perfect villages, and the best of winter sports. And for us, Austria had a little bit of all of that, but we'd never been.
So when the Austrian Tourism Board invited us to spend a week in St. Anton, we hopped on an early morning train from Budapest to the Tyrolean Alps.
That's how I feel right now.
As our train chugged up the plains of Western Hungary into Austria, we saw good news out the window. Snow, and lots of it. We celebrated accordingly.
We just took a train from Budapest to the Austrian Alps.
We're now in the small village of St. Anton in the west of Austria, and it's beautiful, but also known as the cradle of alpine skiing.
It's also pretty famous for apres-ski, which means we're gonna be shredding and partying all week right here. So you ready?
Let's get into it.
Vamos! We welcomed by Vilma from the tourism board, who told us that we came at the best possible time. Oh,
powder, sunshine and blue sky. Welcome.
Very good. You're a natural. As Vilma drove us to our hotel, she told us why she loves living in St. Anton.
And if the weather is nice, like today, usually I would go up the mountain and ski just for a run or two. Perfect. Good quality of life.
We checked into a family-run bed and breakfast.
Then we went to the slopes to see a show that explained St. Anton's history of skiing. And on the way, met one of the performers who helped us warm up a bit to the cold.
And don't drink it all.
Schnapps?
Yeah.
Not a bad way to start off.
That's in the old times. That's the avalanche principle control.
The show told the story of how in the last century St. Anton evolved from a small farming community at the base of the Arlberg mountain into the cradle of alpine skiing, making it famous around the world. The next morning, we woke up to find the whole valley covered in snow.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to St. Anton, Austria.
It has snowed a ton overnight. It's going to snow for the next 3 days, and people are telling us we're here during the best possible time. Amazing conditions.
So we're gonna go get our boards, get geared up, and then go shred the pow.
All right, we just got suited. Now we got to get booted and boarded.
All right, guys, cheers, thank you.
Peace.
Boom. Piece by piece, we got all our gear and then jumped in the gondola for our first run.
Alex and I have been snowboarding our whole lives, and it's my favorite sport, but since we started traveling, we've barely been.
As you can imagine, we were pretty rusty. Luckily, there was some fresh snow to cushion our falls.
Warm-up completed. Now it's time to go a little bit higher in the mountain.
Huge resort, huge mountain. This is day one, and there's some nice little fresh pow and trees. We're just sort of ducking and dodging, getting our shred on. Just finished an amazing powder day, but we're not done yet.
No, now it's time for the après-ski. Après-ski is French for after skiing, but to everyone else it means the party that happens when you're done snowboarding. So we're gonna go check it out, starting with this place called Taps.
The first round of Weissbier turned into another.
And another.
And another.
Until next thing you know, there were girls jumping on the bar, getting a little crazy.
After that, we checked out the legendary spot right next door, the Crazy Kangaroo.
Après-ski numéro 2.
At the Crazy Kangaroo.
The Crazy Kangaroo has a reputation that precedes it, so we asked some locals what the fuss was all about.
Everyone from around the world comes here, parties together. I feel like dancing on the tables inside. Girls get their tits out, and it's a good time. Like, yeah, every day of the week, man. Good life, good life.
All around us, people were having a good time, throwing back Jaeger bombs and spreading the good vibes.
By the time we emerged, it was dark, and there was some sobering news.
And unfortunately, it looks like someone stole Mark's snowboard. So if you ever do come here, it's probably good to get an insurance policy on your rental or bring a lock for your skis. It was a total buzzkill because not only would Marco have to pay for the stolen board, it was still dumping, and the next day was bound to be epic.
That night I walked down to the rental shop and they told me the only hope was that someone had taken it by mistake. So in the meantime they hooked me up with a new board, which was better, and told me to wait a few days before paying for the replacement.
The next morning we woke up to sunshine and powder and decided to make the most of our last day riding.
With nearly a meter of fresh snow, the ski patrol was dynamiting the peaks, which meant it would be a good day to do some backcountry riding.
Oh my goodness, guys, the conditions today are incredible. Some of the best, fluffiest powder I've ever ridden in my life.
And the good news is that in the first 2 days, we've really only been in this small part of the mountain. There's 97 lifts and there's a bunch of different villages like tucked away in the mountain. So we're gonna like take them up and go village hopping on snowboards. Where else can you do that? This is awesome. You ready?
I'm down, let's roll.
Do it.
Let's ride. Oh my God, guys, look at how freaking gorgeous this place is. Village number 1.
St. Christoph.
Check. Finally, we felt warmed up. So with sunshine and fresh pow pow, it was time to go off piste.
St. Anton has 200 kilometers of off-piste tracks. Some of the best in the world, but definitely not a place for beginners.
Luckily, we made a new friend, and the three of us decided to attack the slopes.
Hey, I'm Johan. I'm from Norway, and I enjoy skiing with Americans.
What's the best thing about St. Anton?
Steep terrain and deep powder. Can't ask for so much more than that.
It was truly one of the best days of riding we've ever had, but there was still so much more of the Arlberg to discover.
So nice. Oh, total fail. But nothing better than powder in the beard.
But the next morning we woke up to a total whiteout and decided to do something off of the mountain. Wow, I'm really excited. We get to go drive sports cars in the snow.
I don't know why they're letting us get behind a $50,000 automobile, but apparently they have good four-wheel drive. Hope it's not a mistake. We already lost a snowboard this week, so...
Hey, don't jinx it, man.
It's not total a car.
I think we'll be fine.
You're gonna have a great experience driving over all kind of items and see what the car can do under really hard conditions. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit scary sometimes, but it's pretty cool.
I cannot believe that held. That was at 39 degrees. Apparently you can go up to 48, but that was just insane.
All right, guys, so we just did the parkour course, but what we're about to do looks way more fun.
It's drifting. We're gonna be driving an Audi S5 and doing basically donuts in the snow.
Yes!
How this is allowed and encouraged, I don't know. This is great.
But I love it. You ready?
Let's do it.
Good luck.
Let's hope I do it all right. Don't want to drift this thing too hard.
Nice one, bro. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Driving the Audis was tons of fun, but there was still one more thing I had to handle, paying for that stolen snowboard. So I just went back to the rental place to go pay the fine of losing my board, and I show up and what did they say? Some guy came in to get my board tuned today after accidentally taking it. Didn't realize it was not his board, so my board was returned and I don't have to pay anything. High five. Yes! It was some happy news to end an amazing week in St. Anton, so thanks to the St. Anton Tourism Board for hosting us.
If you're inspired to come visit, check out the links in the info box, and if you've been here, share your tips in the comment section below.
As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for new travel videos every Tuesday.
And make sure you tune in next week because we're going to be filming in an icy island.
Where could that be?
Figure it out.